Okay, I'm going to shut the door. I couldn't get our that screen and the projector to work. I guess it takes like hours to work.
Oh,
so I just saved these as images, so I'm going to have to go back, but it's not in order at all. It's not an issue. So part of my training as doing the Activity Director Certificate, one of my assignments was to do a speech on any topic that I wanted. So I thought the importance of activities in long-term care facilities. That's what we do. So, why do you think it's important to have activities in long-term care facilities? Without reading the rest of the information on my slide.
To keep them active, mentally, physically.
Emotionally.
Right, emotionally.
That's exactly right. Today you will learn just how important activities are in long-term care facilities. Having a plethora of activities available for long-term care residents is essential for their health. Keeping our residents active can improve physical, mental, and social well-being, which is a federal regulation in the activities section. We all strive for happy, long, fulfilling lives. Whoops. I have a true or false question.
Oh dear.
True or false, research links physical activity with slower mental decline.
False.
True.
That is true. Okay, so physically, can anyone tell me the 4 key elements in physical activity? Without reading that.
The 4 key elements
in physical activity.
The 4 key elements.
Yep. When you go to the gym or when you're going to work out, what are the 4 key elements?
Movement, lifting, or you're keeping your strength up?
Stretching, endurance, balance, and strength. So a more active or energetic person is going to have a longer, healthier life because they're more active, because they're doing more. Keep in mind that not all elderly individuals will be able to be physically active, but even if we could get them to, like say that we had like chair aerobics or something like that, even if we could get them to that activity, even if they can't do the physical part, they're probably going to benefit socially because other people are there and they're going to interact with other people. So they might not benefit physically, but they could benefit socially. Physical activities include walking, stretching, playing Wii, that's something new we're trying, chair aerobics. And then benefits from these activities are tremendous. Reverses brain shrinkage, improves sleep habits, reduces weight gain, builds muscle around joints, builds the immune system, which fights sickness, and releases endorphins, which in return makes us happy. What physical activities do we offer here at LHGS for our residents?
Well, other than the therapy room, it would be
Music, walking. We do chair therapy in the faith activity room where they have the sit-down exercises. They move their heads and they back and forth and their arms, and if they can tap their feet, lift them one first the right and then the left.
that waffle ball.
Noodle ball.
Noodle ball. Yeah, that's movement. That's
and then playing Wii, that's active.
No,
Moving their arms. Do you have any suggestions or ideas in adding more physical activities? We're actually working with therapy right now in actually making the restorative aids and therapy we would have like a 2 o'clock activity. I don't know how they're setting it up, but we're working on that. So that might be something in the future that we'll do.
What's that big round parachute with the ball in the middle and they gotta keep it going?
Oh, yeah, we usually
We
do
have
out
that.
in the- Yeah, out in the courtyard during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
But now, yeah, we could do it.
Could do it in
We
the great
could do
room.
it in the great room because
Yeah.
we did it in the old activity room.
Yeah.
They had a
That'd be fun.
really good time with
I
that.
forgot all about that.
We should
Yeah.
try that.
They had lots of fun, but we had a different, well, maybe some of the ones that are here now would try it.
Because
We could try
when we
it.
did it outside, we'd always try to get the ball up on the roof,
Mm-hmm.
but we never got that one.
Oh. Okay, I have another true or false question. Here it is. True or false? Facilities shall have sufficient activity staff to provide an ongoing program of meaningful stimulation, therapeutic, and leisure time activities to meet the needs and suit the interests of each resident.
Shall have sufficient.
Yeah.
True, we offer everything, but if they don't come, that's their choice.
Yep, that's true.
And if staffing is short, do the
Right.
best you can.
Right.
That is true. Okay.
See, now, if we wouldn't have had this half-hour junk,
If we weren't low acuity,
I would have came in at 2 o'clock.
we would have had, but we won't be low acuity for a long time, I don't think. If so, that's just an obstacle we'll have to overcome. Any mental activities are going to benefit the brain, and then as we age, the brain is one of the most important muscles that we need to exercise. Activities include bingo, word searches, crosswords, Scrabble, conversation. This is a fun fact for you. Bingo improves mental speed, ability to scan information, and improves short-term memory. What activities do we offer? What mental activities do we offer besides bingo?
Trivia.
Yeah, that's good.
We did it this morning. It's October month and there's different things, activities for October.
Mm-hmm.
And all the different kinds of nuts, and there were questions on all the different kinds. And they did very well. Fern knew quite a few, and so did Clara. And she thought maybe she was just guessing, but she had them right. But I do a lot of trivia with them and asking, even the ones that just sit and don't participate.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of them do the word searches in their room.
Yeah,
And Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
That's,
opposites and things that go together.
Mm-hmm.
And that, once you start, they just go. They do. It's really cool.
So, do you have any new ideas for any mental activities that we could incorporate? We should always be thinking of ways to bring new things in, and we should always be trying to improve our activity department. So that's why when I came and I started, that's why I'm trying all these new things, because I don't really know what's going to work and what doesn't. So the best way, I think, is just try it, see if it works. If it doesn't work, we don't do it, and then if it does, we'll do it again.
Okay.
see, I got all the old papers when John F. Kennedy was shot.
Uh-huh.
I thought I could bring them up here just to see how many of them remember John F. Kennedy.
Yeah, you
It's
can
got
try.
all the pictures.
Yeah. Another true or false question. If a resident requests to see clergy, we must honor that wish, and space must be provided for privacy during these visits.
True.
True.
That is true. Moving on to social. What do you do to socialize in your personal life? What activities do you do to socialize?
Gardening, gambling,
Going shopping with friends,
shopping.
So,
visiting friends,
mhm.
going to coffee.
So what I want you to think about is when we have a resident coming into our facility, They're feeling like everything's being taken away from them. So if this was you, and you do those things to socialize, when we have a resident coming in, we should still be doing those same things so they're still getting the socialization that they need. Because I know if I wasn't able to go and hang out with my friends, if I couldn't leave, drive my car, I would be very upset. So we need to be thinking about those things as well.
We do hear comments about after they remodeled like this, each resident is in their own pod, and they said they liked it before when the residents said they liked it before when they all ate in the big dining room. Because then you could see all the people that
were here, and they could visit with them, and some had relatives, and family came in. It was just one big happy family. And the kids, we would help when they were done eating, clear the tables, and some of them would sit there 2-3 hours and visit. Now the residents go right back to their room.
Because Mary Borland says that a lot.
She doesn't come out for anything except cards hardly.
Yeah, when we ate in the big dining room, you could see all your friends. Now they're all in a different area, then you've got to have somebody take you over there.
Yeah. That's something we could mention to Robin, but I don't see it changing just because we have the dining rooms in each wing.
Right.
But maybe we could even bring them all up there for a snack like we do for music or something. I don't know. Something to keep in mind.
The only thing is, afternoons, that's when the CNAs work short.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the staff on in activities to get them all down here and back, you might as well hang it up. Because we're pushed now to get our charting done on time and try to get out of here on time.
Human contact is vital to our human lives and our residents. Studies also show that you'll live a longer life the more human contact that you have. Meeting new people, talking, telling stories, and laughing together will help us live long, meaningful, happy lives. What social activities do we have?
Well, the bingo, music, dancing.
Yeah.
Church.
Church, yeah.
Almost every activity we have is a social activity because we usually have more than one resident and they visit. Now I have a challenge for you. This month be thinking about new social, mental, and physical activities for December's calendar. We should always be thinking outside the box, like I said earlier, and how we can improve our activity department. I want you to think of activities that include all aspects, an activity that includes social, mental, and physical aspects, and put them in your December calendar. At least one that includes all. Okay?
At least one that includes all.
At least one activity that includes a social aspect, mental aspect, and a social, mental, and physical.
That we don't do now.
Yep. Just put one. That's manageable, isn't it? If you have questions, you can come talk to me.
Well,
Okay. And my conclusion. All in all, activities in long-term care facilities are so important. What we do on a daily basis is helping our residents live longer, happier, and more fulfilling lives. You are all so fabulous at your position, and you should be very proud. Not only do we have the funnest jobs here at LHGS, we are making a difference in our residents' lives. Thank you for attending. That's all.
Okie dokie.
Rick.
Quick and easy.
Now we've got like an hour to fill this out?
No,